find yourself sitting on top of something, be it a meditation cushion, a couple of folded blankets, or the like. Okay. Brilliant. Just pop your hands in your lap and sit up nice and tall there once you get comfortable. So this is a nice restorative practice this evening. Just leaving whatever has arisen for you that, may be tiring, stressful during the week, and just leave it out there and just let anything like that go that you don't want to hang on to anymore. So just press the palms face down on the lap, and we'll just take 3 long sighing breaths. Inhale through the nose and out through an open mouth. They can be forceful sighs if you need to. Okay, in through the nose and a long exhale from the pit of your belly, and again. Out you go. Good, and then just gather one hand onto your heart there and one hand onto your belly, dropping your gaze into the middle distance, or closing your eyes if that feels good in your body. And just tuning into the breath now, using your ujjayi breath, so in and out through the nose. Just a nice long inhale, perhaps trying for a count of 4, holding it in for the count of 1, and a long exhale for the count of 4, or even up to 6, and then hold it out for count of 1. Holding briefly. Count of 1, exhaling, long and slow, holding it out for 1 count, and again, nice, long, slow, deep breath. Hold momentarily, and then exhale. Feel the belly pulling inwards as you exhale. And another. And exhaling. Good, continue to breathe in this way, but I'd like you to draw your awareness inside, just in as far as your heart center, your energetic heart center. And I invite you to just greet yourself. So, hello and your name. Welcome to the mat. How are you feeling? Just seeing yourself as you are now. And greeting yourself as you would a dear friend. And just noticing any subtle changes in feeling, in energy as you do that. Good, so when you're ready, opening your eyes if they were closed. And we're just going to bring our index finger and middle finger up to the temples, and we're just gently going to press in and release. I would say tap, but I want you to just press just a little bit longer than you would a tap, and nice and easy, just a little bit of stimulation there, just around the temples. And don't worry about staying in the same spot. If you want to move, if it feels good for you to move, go ahead and do that. Just releasing tension held around the eyes. Good, you can keep your eyes closed if that feels good for you. It's optional. Good, noticing how that feels. See if you can let your lower jaw relax down. Maybe bring the fingers down to the place where your upper and lower jaw join. Down there into the soft tissue. And just gently pressing in and releasing very briefly around there. And if you want, you can explore a little bit further underneath the cheekbones, perhaps noticing what works, what feels good. Just releasing tension being held in the face. And perhaps just underneath or above the cheekbones there. Not directly underneath the eyes, just a little bit down from there. Good. Just following the bone structure. That's it. And then maybe along the line of the lower jaw, just above the line of the lower jaw. Just noticing how much tension is in there. And then bringing that tap back up into the temples again. Okay, good. And then just work your hands down onto your neck and just bring your fingertips onto your neck and just a very gentle squeeze and release. Squeeze and release, like a massage along either side of the neck at the back. So just gently does it, not too much pressure. So working all the way up to the top of the neck, down the sides, and perhaps just to the very base of the neck. Notice what feels good. Just a gentle squeeze and release. Just like a almost stimulating massage. Yeah. That's it. Great. And then I'd like you to bring your hands back down onto your waist there. Bring your thumbs to the back of the body by the kidneys so your fingertips come forward. And I'd like just to massage here, just to squeeze and release here. So you feel your thumbs pressing into the back of the body there as well. So you're getting in, stimulating liver at the front there, and at the back, in and around the kidney area. So just noticing how that feels, if that feels quite sensitive. Yeah, just gently squeeze and release. And if you want to take it a bit slower, go ahead and take it a bit slower. And then you can, if it feels better to have the fingers in the back, the kidneys are where it's at for you, go ahead and work it around there a little bit more, perhaps a gentle rub, yeah? Or maybe around the liver here and the front of the right side of the body feels good. Okay, and then release that. We're going to just take our fingers out in front. Just going to tap the chest with our fingertips, lightly tapping, tap, tap, tap. So it's just tapping on the chest and down towards the breastbone. And underneath there we have the thymus, which is responsible for our immune system. So, stimulating that there. Good. And the tapping can feel really good, so don't be afraid just to spread the fingers out, maybe tap a little bit further across the chest, up just underneath the collarbones. God, just stimulating everything. That's it, waking it up. Just getting rid of stagnation. Oh, and then bring those tapping fingers down the front of the body there, onto your abdomen. If you just ate, it may not feel so good to be tapping there, so you may want to move them down a little bit lower. So whatever works in your body right now. Just welcoming sensation and working with whatever arises. Okay, tap, tap, tapping. Then down onto the groins, thighs. Good, keep tapping away. Maybe around to the back again, into the kidney area, down to low back a bit more. Yeah, back around to the belly. Good, and then hold it there. My arms are getting tired. So just hold it there and observe just how that feels in your body. Eyes open or closed. You may feel a slight buzzing sensation, or perhaps a feeling of glowing warmth. Okay, so from here, let's take a little bit of a clearance breath. So we've done this before. I'm just going to shorten it down slightly. So what we'll do is we'll take 3 rounds of breath through the left nostril, 3 through the right. And then we're going to take, these are regular paced inhales and exhales, and then we're going to take a slow inhale and a quick exhale through the left nostril, and the same through the right, and then we're going to do that through both nostrils. So if you choose not to take this, go ahead and just work with your pranayama, so work with some deep breathing and relaxation. Okay, so when you're ready, just take your index finger and your middle finger up to your eyebrow center. Block your right nostril with your thumb. Take an inhale. Actually, don't block it yet. Take an inhale through both nostrils. Exhale fully. And then block the right nostril with the thumb. And then inhaling slowly through the left nostril. Hold for 1, and then exhale. Hold for 1, and again, inhale, count to 4. Hold for 1, exhale, count to 4. Hold for 1, inhale. Exhale. Good. This time, inhale for a count of 4. And then a quick exhale. And again, inhale for the count of 4. Quick exhale. And again, last one, inhale. Okay, good. Take it to the other side, block the left nostril, release the right. And you're taking an inhale through the right. Hold for 1, exhale for 4. Hold it out for 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 1, exhale for 4. Hold it out for 1. Inhale for 4, last one. Hold. Exhale for 4. Hold it out. Inhale for 4. exhale quickly. And again, inhale for 4. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale quickly. Good. Release both nostrils. And a nice slow inhale through both nostrils. Slow exhale out. Inhale, count to 4. Hold for 1. Exhale, count to 4. Hold for 1. Inhale, count for 4. Hold for 1. Exhale, count to 4. Hold it out for 1. Inhale again for 4 slowly. Exhale both nostrils quickly. And again, inhale. Exhale quickly. And again, inhale slowly. Hold. Exhale quickly. Good. And now inhaling normally and exhaling normally. Good. So you may feel like you've just had a swim in the pool. You know that feeling you get of just clean head and a sharper vision. Okay. So from here, let's lie down on our backs with your knees bent. Okay. And with your knees bent, good, we're just going to take some pelvic rocking. So as you inhale, just drop the tailbone down towards the floor and you can feel the lower back lifting gently off the floor. It's a very small movement. You feeling the navel stretching. Yeah. And you can even, if you're not sure, you can place your hands underneath the small of your back and just feel that gap under the small of your back there. And then on your inhale, you're going to take the opposite move. Lift the tailbone off the floor, pushing the sacrum down into the floor so you flatten the low back there as you push in. Okay, and then back as you inhale, tailbone down, make that little gap under the small of the back. Good. Exhale, lift the tailbone, press down the sacrum. Inhaling, rocking forward. Exhaling, rocking the pelvis back. Inhaling and rocking forward. Exhaling, rocking back. Take 2 more. Just notice how that feels in the body. Any tightness across the low back or groins. Just being aware. Good, and then just bring it back into a neutral position. You can just take your arms overhead there and clasp the elbows. If that doesn't feel good in your body, you can take your arms into a goalpost position. Okay, good. And just feel the belly tone. And lift the tailbone up off the floor, pressing the low back down into the floor. And inhaling, drop the tailbone down. Good. Exhaling, lifting the tailbone, rocking the pelvis back. Exhaling, rocking the tailbone down. Feeling a slight tug across the belly. Good. Exhaling, lift the tailbone up off the floor. Inhale, the tailbone drops down. Last 2. And 1. Good. And then you can just take your left arm into a goalpost position down by your side. And extend, just slide the left leg out on the floor in front of you. So you've one leg bent and one leg straight. And then slide the right arm up and above your head. The back of the right hand is resting on the floor. Good. Feel a slight tone in your belly. Good. And extend away through the fingers. Pressing out through the heel of the left foot. And then maybe pressing into the ball of the left foot. Just feeling a gentle tone in the belly. Stretching it out. And on your next exhale, just gently slide the back of that right hand down into your goalpost position. And slide the left foot back in, knee bent. And we'll take it to the second side. So just slide the right foot this time out on the floor in front of you. Nice and slow. And then slide the left arm up above your head with the back of the hand resting on the floor. Very slowly. Good. And then you can press out through the ball of the foot, press out through the heel. A gentle tone in the belly feels really good. As if you're drawing in from the toes into the belly, as if you're drawing in from the fingertips in towards the belly. And then exhale, bring everything back in to the center once more. Good, and we'll take it back to the first side. So you're going to extend the left leg out on the floor. Bring the right arm above your head, nice and slow. Stretch it out when you get to the end point. And then exhaling nice and easy, just sliding everything back in towards the center. And if everything in life was this simple, wouldn't it be great? So inhale, extend the right leg out and the left arm. Stretch it out as much as feels good in your body. On your exhale, sliding everything back into that starting position. Let's take another 2 rounds each side. Inhale, slide, left leg, right arm. Maybe turn to look up towards the right thumb when you arrive. And then exhaling, bringing everything slowly back into center. Second side, right leg, left arm, slowly. Maybe turn to look up towards the left thumb, stretch out the belly. Exhale, bring it back in. One more round. Inhaling, extending away from the middle of the body. Maybe turn the head up to look at the thumb. Exhaling back in towards the center, nice and slow. And then inhaling, second side, slowly. Good, extending away. And slowly bringing it all back in towards the center. Good. And then walk your feet wide apart there. You can keep your arms as they are. And just gently drop the right knee down towards the left foot. Nice and easy. Just feeling the stretch across the front of the right side of the body, into the side of the body. Noticing sensation arising, that's your body talking to you, so follow that sensation and see what's happening. And then on your inhale, your next inhale, whenever it arises, lift the leg up. Exhaling, second side, left foot drops down. You can let the right leg now open up to the side if that feels good. And then feel sensation, left side of the body, left front of the body. Inhale, lift the left leg, rolling back onto the back and flowing through nice and easy as you exhale, right knee down towards the left foot. It feels so good to slow down this much and be totally focused on breath, on sensation, and on this gentle, gentle movement. It's a little bit like rocking a baby to sleep. So just moving intuitively with the breath, with the sensation. And your movements may look different to mine, and that's okay. It's more of an inquisitive mind. I want you to stay with the body, stay focused, being mindful of the body. Good, let's take another couple of rounds. And just noticing if there's a little bit of ease beginning to creep into the body and creep into the mind. I can tell you my mind is feeling a lot better since I came here and hit the floor. Last round. And second side. Inhale, bring it up to center. Okay. So let's take a little stretch. Just walk your legs out there towards the left side of the mat. Bananasana, one of the favorites. Cross the right ankle above the left ankle and bring your arms over your head if that feels good in your shoulders. Then bring your hands over towards the left side of the mat and just grab your right wrist with your left hand. Okay? And as you're holding the right wrist with the left hand, encourage the right shoulder blade down onto the floor. And you can do that just slight tilting backwards of the pelvis. We were doing it earlier, pressing the sacrum down into the floor, and that helps you feel your belly tone in the front of the body, giving you a nice sensation of stretch, of opening. Okay? So just temper it to whatever works for you. Your face is gazing up. And then inhaling, just gently release that stretch, bringing your hands back through center. Walk the right foot over to the right side of the mat and cross the left ankle on top. Okay, now you can take the left wrist in the right hand and stretch it over towards the right. However, whatever amount feels right. Encouraging the left shoulder blade down onto the floor. Moving the tailbone up away from the floor a little bit so that you press the sacrum down towards the floor, creating that engagement in the front of the body. Stay aware of the breath. If sensation is not that strong, just being aware of the breath instead. And just watching the body being breathed. And just staying with that breath there. You can uncross the feet, release the arms, and roll over to your right side and just bring yourself up to a seat. We're going to come back into a supported cobbler's pose. I'm going to bring myself up nice and high at the back. So I'm going to take the bolster or firm pillow lengthways along the mat, and I'm just going to pop a blanket on top where my head is going to go, so that it's slightly elevated, okay? And I'm going to get a couple of blocks and put one under each thigh, and that's because I just want to really support myself, even though I know I don't need that. It feels really supportive to do it, just to pull back a little bit from whatever your edge is. So I'm just going to time this. Just pop your blocks under each thigh, soles of the feet together, and if you need to come up higher here, just change the stacking of the blocks or books or whatever you're using. And sitting at the very base of the bolster, come and lie back, drape yourself back over it. And if you choose to come up a little bit higher, you can go ahead and do that. Just feel that experience of opening in the chest as well is really, really nice. And then take your hands and turn the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. You can also cover your body. That feels really good. Feels nice and secure when you have a blanket over you. And then I simply want you to watch the breath, please. We're going to take 3 rounds of 10 breaths. Very simply, naturally breathing. So, inhaling 1, exhaling 1, inhaling 2, exhaling 2, and so on. I'm not going to count them all out. Let your whole body relax as you work through the breath. Now remember, there's no hurry here, and if you do lose your count, don't worry, just start again. Okay, when you're ready, come into your second round. And as you become more aware of your breath and your count, you start to become more aware of sensation as it arises. And see if you can relax your body even more, maybe 5% more. Most of you should be in your third round of 10 breaths. you're not, don't worry. So when you come to the end of your counts, release the counting of the breath and see if you can perhaps for a few moments rest with some degree of stillness in the mind. Some degree. Just not stepping into the thoughts. Oh dear. Just not stepping into the thoughts and floating away with them, but instead noticing them and staying with the body. When you're ready, we're just going to come out of this nice and gently. You can bring your legs together, then let them fall over to the right side and take your supports away so that you can roll over to your side and slowly bring yourself up to a seat. Starting to unwind a little bit, which is nice. Okay, we're going to come into a seated forward fold here, and I'm going to suggest using your bolster once again. So if you'd like to take your seat on top of a folded blanket, go ahead and do that. That can feel quite supportive. And then take your legs apart. Now if you're particularly tight in the hamstrings, you can pop blankets or cushions or blocks under the knees. And then taking the bolster, you can just hold it lengthways and press eyebrow center down on top. Or you can come a little bit deeper into the fold and come right down into more of a deeper fold. So whatever feels good in your body. Alright. So relaxing forward there. Come back to your breath. Slow and steady. And just feel the gentle, gentle opening in the body as it slowly unwinds and allows each layer drop off one after the next. Sloughing off whatever you've been holding on to during the day, during the last week, whatever it is. And just letting it go. And as you gradually remove one layer at a time, you start to reveal what lies beneath. And whatever that is, feels shiny, feels new. And just embracing that which arises. Each breath releases another layer. And just revealing your true self one breath at a time. And greeting your true self just as you would a dear friend. Seeing things a little bit more clearly. Feeling things a little bit more deeply. And then just gently walk your hands back in towards you, come up a little bit more upright. And we're going to take a supported bridge pose here. So, my favourite, restorative. It takes a few minutes to get set up properly, and it's worth it taking your time to get it right. So you're just going to take the stack of pillows or bolster lengthways along your spine, and I'm suggesting you have a couple of stacked blankets at your feet, or a block, something for your feet just to elevate them slightly, your heels, and you may have your knees bent, and that's okay. So come up and sit on the block. And then lie back over it so that your shoulders come to rest at the very top of the bolster, okay? And very, very slowly wiggle yourself off the end so that just the tops of your shoulders come onto the floor, okay? So if your upper back is entirely on the floor, you've come too far. If you look up, you should just see your chest rising in a dome above you, okay? Now, from there, you're going to take your heels either straight, legs straight onto the blankets, but if that doesn't feel great in your low back, go ahead and bend your knees. Take your feet wide and knock your knees together, okay? So you've got two options there with the legs. Good. And then once you get into this position, make sure your shoulders are on the floor. If your shoulders don't reach the floor, go ahead and throw a sweater underneath them or a blanket. Make sure you're comfortable. You should feel supported in the upper back. Nothing is hanging off anywhere. Then arms down by your sides. Eyes open or closed. Soft gaze. If your eyes are open, soft gaze. And just be aware of your bones. Let them be heavy. Let your skin slacken. The back of your head resting firmly on the ground or on a blanket. Again, let each breath slowly allow the body to unravel and drop away any external junk as it arises, revealing what's really beautiful underneath. And perhaps you could exercise or imagine or sense or remember how it feels to have compassion and love for somebody very close to you, and perhaps just directing that feeling in towards yourself. However that feeling evolves, see if you can let the body embody it even more. Getting a felt sense of that beautiful feeling of compassion and care. And let the efforting be absolutely minimal here, ensuring you've got the support around you to enable you to soften. Okay. And when you're ready, just bend one knee at a time. roll over to your right side, gently rolling off your bolsters or pillows, whatever you have. And then we're going to come into Shavasana pose without much of a fuss. So you can go ahead and pop your bolster behind the backs of your knees. Okay. Have something to throw on top of you for comfort. And then come and lay down. Prepare for Shavasana pose, nice and relaxed, arms down by your sides. Be generous with the amount of space you take up. Make sure your feet are on the floor. Turn the palms of the hands up towards the sky. And stay lying down this lovely, comfortable Shavasana. Perhaps with closed eyes. So turning your inner gaze up towards your eyebrow center. And seeing there the flame of a candle. And see it burning brightly. Sense its warmth. Just moving that candle around the body, relaxing each part as it goes. So feeling the brow really soften. And then bring that candle down to the throat, that warm light, and soften there. And over to the top of the right arm, let the shoulder relax. Let the upper and lower arm and the elbow soften down. Let the hand be heavy and the fingers light. Back up to the heart center. Soften. And then over to the left shoulder. Let it be heavy. Let the top of the left arm soften down. And the elbow and the lower arm, hand heavy, fingers light. Back to heart center, soften. Let the light of that candle illuminate the cave of the heart. Then bringing it down to the belly, softening there. Over to the right hip. Let the pelvis be heavy. And down the upper right leg, knee, lower right leg, heel, foot, toes. Then up to the navel center. As you inhale, feel that area gently rise, expanding. Exhaling, gently contracting. And then bring your awareness over to the left hip. Soften down. Over to the left upper leg. Let it be heavy. Left knee. Lower leg. Heel, foot, and all the toes. And just feel the back of your body against the floor and your mat, whatever's beneath you. Pour yourself down into the earth through those points. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, really root down into the earth strongly. And then feel the upper body facing skyward. Notice the skin on your body. Let it be soft. Just draping over you. As you inhale, see if you can expand into the space surrounding you. Coming back to the skin on your face, softening there, around the jaw and eyes. Back to the heart center once more. Breathing in, filling that space with light. And as you breathe out, let that light just expand to every corner of the body. Let the inner body brighten as you breathe in, shining outwardly as you breathe out. From this space of deep relaxation, of newness, see if perhaps you can formulate an intention for yourself going forward. An intention to support yourself. And we're coming to the end of this relaxation. So when you're ready, you can begin to wiggle your toes, moving fingers. Perhaps the head moves side to side. When you're ready, just drawing your knees in and rolling to your side, kicking whatever is in the way out. And then when you feel good, just roll to your right side. Take a few rounds of breath there as you curl inwards. And when it feels good for you, bring yourself up to a seat. Just bringing those hands together at the heart space, drawing in there, bowing to yourself in there. And then exhaling, releasing the practice. Namaste. Thanks for practicing, everybody. Hope you feel good after that. See you next time.